How's it, Sean from Combat Simulations? Welcome to my overview tutorial for Take Command 2nd Manassas. So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, it's free, and leave comments and suggestions, and watch my videos and like them, and it helps me a lot. I promise you, it really does. So what is Take Command 2nd Manassas? It's an accurate recreation of the Second Battle of Bull Run. It's called 2nd Manassas, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of me rambling on, I mean, I love the American Civil War. I'm sure you do too. And I love all the games about them. But this is a very unique game, very different game. Um, but the best way I'm going to do is, instead of me rambling on about how great the game is, what a good game this is, and it was made in 2006, can you believe it? I'm going to show you the game. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a tutorial for the division commanders. Now you can play as any division, any lead. You can play as a brigade commander. You can play as an artillery commander. Division commander, you can go right up to corps. Now I'm going to play the division commander scenario tutorial and just show you how all the men move, and you can watch that. And that most encompasses the game. You can also play as all these other commanders, and I'll give you brief snippets of those. But this one, so you can just understand how the game actually works and what this game's about. And I'm going to read you a little bit of the design notes so you can get a better understanding of it. So that's the best way to do is jump in and do this. Just load up. Yeah, sorry it's taking so long, but down at the bottom here, you see the rifles loading up and all the other stuff. It's busy calculating and adding everything to there. It's usually takes a half a minute or whatever to load. Not always, but it's got a lot of files to load. Okay, there, press a key. Okay, I'm not going to read any of this. I'm actually going to play the scenarios you best understand. We are Major General Richard Ewell. He's a division commander. Okay. Now I'm going to show you he's part of Major General. I think this is Major Jackson's corps. He's one of the divisional commanders in Jackson's corps. Let me just see if I can get him back here. Okay, so this is him. Now he's got like four brigades, and he's got two artillery batteries in his command. Sometimes the divisional commanders will have also cavalry. There's his stats, and this is very important. His stats make him do. They control his behavior on the battlefield, and then all his style that he's voted and number of men in total. And there is General. This is his commander. His unit leader is General Jackson. Now I'll just show you individual. This is, if you see my mouse down there, you see where it says Brigadier Jubal Early. This is a brigade in Ewell's division. I'll just go in there, and then this brigade compasses like of 3 or 4 regiments. You see all these well, it's got 5 regiments in this brigade. Now Jubal Early has this brigade. He has 5 elements in there. Now if I want to go to each element, I would then get all the statistics of the 44th Virginia Brigade, or regiment, regiment. Fantastic, eh? And you've got the leader bonuses. The leaders are given bonus, what weapons he's using, his skill, this regiment's skill on the battlefield. If he's confident. Now, each and every, okay, let me go up one. Each and every regiment has its own rating, its own morale, its own rating. If you click down here, see where I'm going? That'll explain his capabilities and his skills. The leader has skills, and of that regiment, this whole regiment. Now, if I go to Jubal Early, I go back up. There's his brigade, and I go back up to Ewell. Right. This is the we. Let me give you we are Ewell. We are the division commander. And Early is. I know I'm going on about this. Early is a brigade under Ewell. We play as Ewell. Now you see the amount of fidelity there is. If you click on Early, that's the first guy. Then all Early statistics come up. Him as a general. Wow, how he's in it. Now you're gonna see how this impacts the way the game plays. Just to give you an idea. So I'm going to wait. There's a courier. The game works on couriers. So I'm going to wait for orders from the courier. In fact, I won't wait. I will go to the right wing over there. Now I've switched off the marching sounds because it's too loud and there's no volume control on that. So what I'm doing is I'm giving the artillery commander command to move there, and I'm asking his battery to form up there with his artillery, and I'm gonna keep him on command. All right. And I'm also going to turn this guy on command. I don't want him operating on his own. You're going to understand what I mean by that. Here all these formations and these moves he can make as a brigade commander. I'm going to move this guy up to about there. And you see that I'm going to form a battle line. And I'm just going to change you see I'm changing it down here. And I'm going to form, well, maybe just a little bit back, eh? Let's just see. Okay, that's better. I'll form him. Now these guys will then start marching down to there. Just as you get an idea, these guys are going to unlimber. The first thing I should have done in the beginning was turn all these guys off because they're under AI control. Their individual brigades are under their own. Let me just get the. Now I want to move over to that side. No, sorry, not that side. That side there. Now this is the other commander here, which I want him to come up. I'm just going to move him, put him under command, and I'll explain what the couriers did and all that sort of thing now. I'm also going to move him up to there. I'm going to turn him a little bit so that he's now maybe his brigade is too far up. I'll put him there and just turn him and then form the line with those guys. Now these guys will march up. Put him under my control. You understand? Now there is one battery more that I must. This is of artillery. I'm going to take Dement artillery and I'm going to put him under my control. That's take command. That's why the game's called take command. I'm going to move him there and move his artillery there. Now myself. There I am. I can anytime if I press the binoculars, I go back to me. I'm Evil. I'm going to move Evil up. Now this isn't the RTS where you want to take control of everybody. You give guys commands, and their leaders, to the best of their ability, will do whatever. Will try their best abilities to do whatever is according to their capabilities are. I'll explain that to you now when I show you, when I actually send them a command. And then I'm going to just, all the divisions here need ammunition and stuff, and they will take it from this supply wagon, and because the supplies are limited, each guy has different supplies and limits and whatever. And that they will draw it from there. But let me just explain now the different regiments. Like this is a regiment here. He has everything he can do. Right? He can charge, he can retreat, he can whatever. There's his location, there's his grade. That's when he shoots and performs in battle, he gets graded. That's him resting, his morale is high, and he's trained. Now if we look at his training, this highlights his training on the right. This is how he performs in battle. Leading, accuracy, drill. So if you give him commands, he will perform in that way. Then there's a combat report telling you what type of rifle this unit is carrying. The enemy losses, your casualties. He's carrying an 1853 British Enfield. His fire range is 166. His ammunition is 160. All right. And then here you'll see here on this list here, he's got support bonus, which means so where he is, like for example, this guy over here is by the woods. He's by the fence. You'll see he'll have a fence support. He's also got the lead. Okay, he's resting. He has the leader bonus as well. He's visible to the enemy, and he also carries this. Now each of these guys, you'll see that there's this arrow down and there's a round thing. That means that he's in range of the leader, of the guard. So he will get support from that leader. He'll get all his statistics. He will morale support. This guy isn't. If I move this leader a little bit this way, you'll see that he will light up over here. Yeah, it tells you, let me give you an idea, that he has the leader bonus. Where's it? Yeah, division. Okay, leader bonus. You see there? See these little marks? That's what they explained it to. Now the leader bonus is gone. Oh no, it's still gone. Yeah, see now he's picked it up. See, this is how you command your troops. Now I'm a division. I can be. Now the artillery. I'm just going to put this artillery on fire as you want. Fire at will. Which they are already. So they'll move around the battlefield and shoot. I don't need to worry about them. There's a couple of regiments of the Union troops marching up there to me. I haven't given these guys any orders yet. I've kept them on my take command. So what they'll do, they'll just stand where they are. They won't move. They won't be they won't shoot. They won't whatever. They'll shoot. They'll only shoot. They won't just do nothing, but they'll shoot. They won't move around to get an idea and to defend the thing. You've got to give them commands. And you do that by couriers. Can you believe it? The courier, the guy, you send a command to a guy, the courier, and he can be killed. The courier can be killed en route to give that command. So I'm not giving him any commands because I'm going to show you now when I do give him a command. Okay, he's advanced up to there. Now we're supposed to hold this Walnut Hill for 31 minutes. All right, I'm not going to play it for a whole 31 minutes. I'm just giving you an idea of basically how this game functions and how good it is. You can play a corps commander, you can play a division commander, you can play a brigade commander. You can play all those three levels. If you press this, it takes you to your commander, and you can see him by the arrow down. There's the map of the battlefield, and this is really how you get around quickly. Remember, the game is a 2006 game. Now, I'm playing it, and I forgot to mention this, and this is very important. I'm using the Community Patch 4 that I've got loaded with this game. All that does is add better graphics. So you see the graphic. It's 2006, but in the original game, the greens were very, very bright and whatever. This adds better graphics, better sounds, adds extra commands over here, fixes bugs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to now put him. You've got 4: attack stance, probe stance. I'm going to put him under attack. Now you'll notice there goes the courier, and he will now go on to attack, defend, and I'm also going to put him on defense. So you'll send the courier out. Brilliant, eh? Now at the moment he's there. I've got to take them on. So his oaks aren't moving anywhere. They're shooting, but they're not moving anywhere. Let the couriers just get there. So you see, I've highlighted. Now once the courier gets there, you see it's up. Now he's fighting on his own. He's defending his local area. Now each brigade commander, for example, has various formations and brigade advance, like St. Mary's Gettysburg. You remember when they had the different commands to fight and shoot and whatever. All these commands, plus the commands you give him. And for example, you can detach a brigade, a regiment, and then you've got all these commands you can give them. So, and you give them by double clicking. So there we are. That's fighting. Those two guys are defense. Now he might just stand still, like he is now. He's under AI control. He's under that command, but he might just stand still if he doesn't feel he needs to move. Or he might move around. Now, that's the game. That's the game. And then these guys will, and I'm just waiting for this. Let me just speed it up. Let me see if I can speed it up here. I'm waiting for the guys to come. In fact, I will see they're resupplying units. Now, the troops that need to resupply, they will run to this wagon here and resupply over there. Oh, the artillery. I forgot. Now, your artillery is the same. Let me give you an idea here. The artillery's got its its accuracy, its saving, its fuse setting, each rated differently. He's also got, it's a Parrot, it's a 6-pounder. It tells you the range in yards, how much ammunition he has, how he's shooting, and you can also look individually. If you go to the, oh, no, the sound I was shouting, you go to the individual units itself, you can see that they're rested, their morale is high, their strength, how many men they killed, how many men were wounded. It's a 6-pounder smoothbore. It fires at that. You can set the different times, its skill level, its training, and its commander, the guys who command. And these are all different sections of artillery that he can command, that he's got his command. You can see the big overall. Where is the Jackson is the corps commander, and he's got one division under him because this is a training, so he can have 2 or 3 divisions underneath him. Yeah, and the artillery has also its own move. You can ask them to target the troops. You can ask them to target artillery. You can get them to turn individually or break off and form a new corps. And don't be under his command. I'm putting him under the AI's command. I'm going to click on that, so the AI will then decide what he needs to do. And I'm going to do the same with that. So he's under AI control. I'm not under his. Now I'm just for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna give him attack. I'm gonna turn him to attack process. So as you can see him maneuvering around, he's gonna now assault. He's gonna now move on into assault. And I've charged him with it, that guy there, just so you can see now that and at any time you want to take back control of that unit, you just click here. Now you see how easy this makes you for you to enable you to command large armies with large amounts of troops, because you have to trust your subordinates to do what you tell them under their abilities. Now he's gone there, he's formed into attack. Now you'll see him, he'll start advancing his men and all this type of stuff. What else did I want to say? Now his capabilities, you'll see that his capabilities, where is he now? It's this guy, I think. Okay, no, where is he now? Yeah, there's Ewell. Now we click on early, right? There's Early's capabilities. Oh, no, he's got, yeah, this is just for the video, but let's take Trimble's. See his various capabilities. Very loyal, his abilities very high, his leadership is there, his initiative. Now he will perform according to those abilities, and he's balanced, or he's better, or he's daring, his style. Now the computer will command his brigade in such a manner. Now you'll see. Now you can do anything with this soldier. You can fall back by recoil. You can do all. See, he's moving his guys now. I just want to see if he actually makes some offensive commands. And I'm also going to put him under attack status. I usually this time, yeah, I see that there's an assault coming on the side. Now we just have to make sure we hold this. See there. Now the game's 2006, so they haven't, there's no sound controls. You either got the full sound of the shooting or the full sound of the artillery. And I personally switched off the marching because it was continuous and it was just, you couldn't commentate over it. So I switched off the marching side of it, so that we could at least record these videos properly. But if you were on your own, you could play with the marching stuff. Okay, so we've chased him away there. Now what we're doing, we've got these guys coming over here. They're going to assault us there. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to put him under my command. Okay. And I'm going to send him down to about there. I'm just going to make sure I turn him as a leader. And then I'll put my... Now these guys will... because he's under my command now. He's not under the AI, so I can move him around. Now I'm just wondering on this side how See, they're coming over there. I'm just going to put him at the back here. And you can individually run them on the roads, you can walk them on the roads, you can move them on the game's got all the commands you can give to a brigade or a commander. Now, if you think of this, it's like Sid Meier's Gettysburg, but on steroids. Because, like, you can see right individually, it's completely 3D. I mean, if I were to advance these guys, let me just advance them, just for the sake of this game. And I'm going to advance, and they're going to advance down, just for the sake. You see them going to the wheat fields. And you go right down, and you can go around, you can look at the, so it's completely 3D. I'm just going to take this guy and put him on a defense stance. So he defends this area here. There goes the, and there are O's coming there, and I'm going to put him back down to defense over here, because I don't want him running off into, let's just keep it as defense, and let's keep him as defensive stance, so that he doesn't go and start attacking all over the place. Now these couriers, they can be killed. Can you believe it? They can be killed, eh? And then they have to send another. Now you have to wait for these couriers. How's that the troops advancing through the wheat field? And the sounds and that. I'm going to show you another one as a brigade commander, but I'm just showing you this now for the point of showing you. So essentially, this is the way the game plays. This is what you need to know. The cavalry is the same. Your units can also, your brigades can skirmish. You've got skirmish. The individual units can skirmish. You can ask the whole brigade to skirmish. You can ask individual regiments. If I put them on destroy skirmishes, they will then throw skirmishes out. I can recoil them, I think, or line. Yeah. Now you got weather affects everything in this game. Take command was okay. Once we finish with this, but I think I'm just going to end it here so that we don't. You get the gist of this. Hope you understand the gist. I'm giving you the gist of how this game works. We won't play through the whole scenario, but just to give you an idea of actually how the game functions. I know I haven't covered everything. There's tons of commands that each individual general can give. Each unit, each brigade can be ordered separately with commands, and this enables you to fight a large battle like Second Bull Run or like Gettysburg without having to be in control of everything. You can fight as a division commander, or you can fight as a corps commander. You can give your division commanders orders. You can tell them to defend and hold their positions, and they will go and do a credible job depending on how suited he is for that. You understand? Let's put him. He is on my second list. Now you right click and when you right click and hold, this is how you move around the map. This is this guy here. I think I've got his flag. Yeah, there it tells his flag. Let's put the attack stance behind. Let's see. That is a courier. Now the courier is going to have to give him these orders. The courier gets shot, you finish. Now I'm going to put him. I'm going to take him off, and once he's out, he will start shooting. I've lost this because you're going to have a certain this because it turns red, that objective, because I moved these troops away. But just for the purpose of the video, just to explain to you how awesome this game is. Now depending on how prudent he is, how daring he is, how he might not listen to your orders. He might just He might just not move at all. And this is realistic of what happened in the Civil War. You might give him orders to attack, right? And he might not move. He might ignore your orders. He might not even attack, depending on how he sees it. Now all that comes with his type of personality. So, and this is not a bug. This was intentionally made this way to recreate what actually happened in the Civil War. Fantastic, fantastic. And there he is defending his. Now, the thing is, you got to bear with me. It's one of these games that came in 2000, so they were still developing this type of thing. And they will break depending on their morale, depending on their leaders. They might charge. They might. Sorry, where am I now? It was here that I wanted to go and have a look. This area. And there you've got all your legends. The entire map. And this guy's busy defending this area with the troops he has available. And he will do a credible job. He will defend. He might, but the thing is, he might run away. Depending. He might not attack. This guy might not attack. You hear me? All depending on how he judges the situation and how he plans it out. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here. I think you've seen basically what this is all about. Okay, there we go. The sounds of Battlefield drowning us out. I forgot to tell you that I'm running this Take Command second Manassas with the community patch 4. You can get it. It's hard to find. You can get it. And as I said, I don't know if you heard me. I know the battle sounds are going, but it improves the graphics in this game. It adds extra orders to the troops. It fixes all the bugs, a lot of the bugs and very importantly, the game comes with a campaign and an open play and a play scenario. It adds a whole lot of scenarios to the game from all the different types of battles. It has these order lists. These aren't in there. And Titum, this is your order of battle. And this is like the open play is like a skirmish map. You can run a random. This is the middle one here. You see the random. So it'll put you in any command, any random from any of the order of battles. But what's beautiful about this community patch is that the base game doesn't have any of these orders. It has only second Manassas or first. Yeah, it only has the second Manassas' battlefield and second Manassas orders. What the community patch has done is add all these from orders of battle from Chattanooga, orders of battle from Fredericksburg, and that was on the right here. You see what the order of battle was for the army of the Confederates and the Federals, and you can pick to play an infantry brigade. You can pick to be a division commander. You can pick to be the whole army commander. Are you with me? So this patch adds all these different orders from all the different battles, silo, whatever, orders of battle. And then you've got all the different maps as well, silo, Fredericksburg, and this, you can fight a random map. You can take, let me just give you an idea. You can take the Antietam order of battle, and you can take that for the Federals, and then you can pick the order of battle for, say, Fredericksburg for the Union, or for the Confederates, and then you can fight it on a map of Champions Hill. Yeah, I understand. That's what this is. And you can decide whether it's a meeting, engagement, no strategic engagement, all this type of stuff. You can decide you want a medium battle, large battle, whatever. You can decide which side you want to play, because it's got orders of battles for both sides. There's the Union side, and there's the Confederate side, where you pick. So if you had one battle like, let me just give you an Antietam, you've got the Federal side, and you've got the Confederate side of that battle. You just see and then you can just hit random, and random will just pick anybody, any fight from anywhere, and just put you in any command. You see what I'm talking about? Now you got the the campaign. It comes with two: the complete Civil War, which is from the community patch. It's not coming with a base game, and you can play as the Confederates. There we go. Just stick it, and you can pick 1861, and it'll come up now. I think, yeah. There you go. There's all the different battles. It gives you full. This is not complete though. This they didn't complete it. They got up to, a lot of them got up to 1862. So the general campaign for the whole American Civil War is not. This is not complete. You see, they're coming soon, so they've got it up to 1863. So I don't think it's you can play that in because they. And then the thing is, the game. What happened was they just stopped developing on it. They just stopped, yeah, because it was. I think the last one was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but the community patch 4 moved on to the Scourge of War series. Now you know the Scourge of War. That's or if you don't know it, that's also the same system. They just um, made it all the different battles. But the Scourge of War series is defunct now. They don't. You can't get their games. They're not published. The games aren't published, so you can't go buy they they are apparently doing a rework of that, and they're going to bring out a new rework of that. But as it stands now, you can't go and buy any of those games. You can't get them unless you get them on eBay or whatever. So those games like Waterloo and all that, this is from there. This was the start. And those guys with the community patch, and then I think it was the same guy who went to start developing the Scourge of War, and then they stopped on the community patch for this game. But the Scourge of War and that you can't get anymore. You can't get it. You can't find it. You can't. They're waiting to They're doing a refurbishment of it. They're going to release a new one. That's what they say, but they haven't done it yet. So that's where the lineage comes from. Now, this is the stock campaign. This is what came with the battle. So all the stock campaigns, they leave you with all the stock campaigns of the battle. So you've got everything. You've got um, Early's Arise, Williams, AP Hill, and you play it, and then you can advance in the campaign, and you can see there's the different phases that you'll play in the campaign, and you'll go through to the end of that side, this is you lead in a campaign. You actually fight the second Manassas, the Battle of Bull Run 2. Bull Run 2, second Manassas. You actually fight this battle that came with the original game. The tutorials, you got everybody. You've got the brigades. I'll tell you can brigade commander. I'll just give you an idea so you can understand it. So yeah, you just start as a brigade commander, and then it just leads you through a whole lot of fights. Like you're moving there, and it teaches you how to move. You can in the line, or you can do this column or skirmishes, deploy, and all this type of stuff. And then it just and you would actually fight a big battle with a as can you believe it? You'd be the brigade commander. This guy here, you'd actually fight the battle as the brigade commander, taking orders from the AI. The AI, your division commanders will send you couriers and say, go defend there and go there. And you can actually ask him for reinforcements. And this game's off the charts, eh? This game was always off the charts. It's like Total War, but just for realistic purposes. Like a realistic game with Total War. Because you got all this, doesn't have it's not really Total War. I'm not really, it's not a good analogy. But it's the same sort of thing. You've got these battles that you can, but they are done realistically with formations and commands and lines of fire and battle lines and all this type of stuff. Yeah, I think I've covered. I actually can't. Let me just wait a minute. I wanted to see what else there was here. Yeah, let me just go back in there again. I think I missed something. I don't know if I've missed something here. Let me just pause it. You can pause it as well, and then give commands to the thing. It was yeah. Oh, you can't do that. It's pause. You got to be like playing. Then you've got also the battle info. Gives you an idea of the battles and how they play. It's just giving good information. And you've got save. You can save the battle, but the help key is good because in the help command, it tells you Like if you click on all these up, and it gives you where the orders are, what they all stand for. So there is a manual that comes with this, but this then just gives you all the commands and whatever in the battle that you can look at. You can the map screen, and then it tells you about the map screen. So it's very helpful, intuitive. But remember, 2006, the game was developed then. All right, so I do want to just how can I get out of this? Yeah, I can. I'm going to load up the manual. I just want to read something to you in the manual that explains something. I just want to show you what the thinking is behind this. This is the manual of everything, how everything works and whatever. It's actually not the game tips. Then it shows you a big explanation of that. Shit, where's it? Yeah, but the game tips. I've got to read this to you. It's so important. I think it was on page 100. I think. I'm not 100%. Yeah. No, that's for modding. Yeah, designer notes. This is actually one I wanted to read to you so you can understand what this game is actually about. Oh, shit. Now it's gone and bloody put me on the... Yeah, okay, there we go. From the very start, the concept of Take Command series was to truly put the player back in time to experience the Civil War combat. Our goal is for the player to lose himself in the thought processes of a commander during battle. Even if just for a minute or two, we designed the engine so the player could actually play any commander they want, from lieutenant all the way to army commander. Now, here's important. I think this is part of it. We have given all the leaders different personality types that interpret the orders given to them. We wanted personalities of the AI leaders to behave very much like a human, unique and flawed. Because of this, during the battle, the player may witness leaders advancing their men into the thick of the fight without waiting for support. That's not a bug. That's not bad AI play. You with me? Or leaders not so anxious to get close into the enemy. And sometimes leaders will just stand there and wait until the movement is just right and the enemy is weakening before they're bringing their troops into play. The player must work with all the AI commanders, different personalities, to achieve victory. All these factors begin to weigh on the player in some way, depending on the command level he selected, either in dealing with the orders from the AI commanders, which give you orders, from the AI commanders above him, or dealing with the subordinate reluctant leaders below him. This model ends up being a very accurate depiction of combat from a human perspective. Up until now, yeah, that's just up until. So you with me on this? You with me on this? You understand? And if you look at, like, I'm just gonna show you. Let's play the campaign just to give you an idea. Early. Okay, for example, early. We'll start. This is the start of the campaign on the Confederate side, right? Now you are this guy early, right? You are a brigade commander. If you look here, order of battle. And these are your regiments underneath you. They're on the battlefield. And there's your sort of statistics, your balance as well. But you are in command. This is you as a personality. And then you can go into each and individual army commander, army brigade, and have a look and see who they are, how many men they've lost, what weapons they're using, how far to open fire at, their skill, this regiment's skill. And as well, his grade. And in fact, his grade. These guys taking cover, the grade where they're on the rail fence. And you're only in charge of this battlefield. You're not in charge of these guys, so you can't influence them how they move and fight. You've got to hope that they do the right things. Take command, second Manassas. Outstanding. I tell you, outstanding. And then you as a leader are judged basically on your grade level, and like you say, you've got to hold this line and different, and then the couriers give you commands from their commanders above. Fantastic, eh? Now the community patch adds the the shading on the grass and all this type of stuff. So the grass is just plain green, but the community patch adds all this extra graphics on there with the weapon sounds and the shooting, and you see all the air bursts, right? And you can look at the map and see where the Union is and what their plans are. They're coming to take. You've got to just worry about this star, which is above my head. That's all I'm worried about, is my brigade. I'm not worried about the rest of me. And depending on how I do, this game will run. Alright. Let me just quit and get out of there. Fantastic. I try to cover everything. The funny thing, this game is pretty simple. It's easy. It's intuitive. You advance, you stop, you advance, you lay your battle lines. But the game is about patience, man, because the wars in those days weren't quick firefights. They were developing your flanks, moving reserves. Can your reserves get there quick enough to relieve that flank? Are they too far away? Where do you position? This is the art of the battlefield, the art of positioning and maneuverability. Fantastic. The American Civil War is just perfect for that, because it was the change. It was the change from Napoleonics to the modern warfare, where they brought rifles and cavalry changed completely. They became more like scouters. You didn't use your cavalry like a ram or a charger. You couldn't, because the rifles with the bayonets were too fast and too powerful to shoot at you. So you had to use cavalry different. So the change of warfare was from the American Civil War. And you even saw in the Prussian War as well. That changed because of. So you get to experience this in this game. It's fantastic, and I love the fact that they did the community patch, which I found luckily. Yeah, you can still get it. I've got it as well if anybody needs it. I think that's it. I think I covered everything for Take Command Second Manassas. Developed in 2006, underrated gem, underrated. And even today, with Scourge of War that had been out, this was precursor to Scourge of War, but that whole game system is defunct now. They're busy making a new one, or they're upgrading it. You can't even buy them anymore. But I always grew up on this one, and I love this one. I played this to death it wasn't in 2010. I think I got this game. I played it to death on my laptop. I lost the game. Couldn't believe it. And I love this American Civil War. All right, I think I've spoken too much now, hey? And then you've got also all the scenarios. Okay, I've spoken too much. I think I covered everything. I'm sure I left stuff out. It always happens. I hope I've done justice to this awesome, timeless classic. What a wonderful game. Take Command Second Manassas. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. I think we're finished there with this. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. And also leave comments and suggestions. And watch my videos and like them and share them. Helps me a lot. It really does. I promise you it does. All right. Until our next overview and tutorial video, good day on you.